Buddies. Double thick. Okay. North with tank. Knock back. Valve with stack. Spread out. Fire, so go to lightning. Too far time between the tanks.
We're gonna get hit. Yep.
Dodge the lightning. Oops, I did not dodge it fast.
The lightning stack needs to be one further up. We were too close to the fire.
Attack. Knock back.
was not on me.
No, it was not. Fred. Go for lightning. Dodge the lightning. Dodge the fire, and then knock that. Spread out. Adel, please.
Oh, never mind. I didn't do it.
Three-way split. Ready to drop balls. Wait for the flash. Right move in. On the tip. Boss. South.
Oh,
Get away
crap.
from the ball. Alright, heal up, heal up. Recovery. Thanks off.
Oh.
Right, lightning, so get knocked to the lightning first.
No, stand by
Yep,
for safety.
Wait,
Okay.
dragon.
Sorry, it's the first line. This is double thick. On the tip. This is a three-way again. Alright, this time get knocked to fire. Stay out of the middle, don't go through the middle. Alright, check to see the tether, light tether out. Anything else? Alright, wait until you... Whoa! What? Oh.
Unfortunately, the other tether tied to the books.
I guess if the tether person dies, then it goes to a random person.
Yep.
So we got both tethers.
I was in the safe spot for a long time. I don't know how I got hit by the books.
Well, I'm looking something up. Trying to remember what happens right after that with the charges.
Yeah, it's the light charge first, And you wait for the flash to move, and then you run to the corner.
Yes, that sounds correct. Okay.
And then you dodge the lightning, and then you use anti-knockback for the fire.
I didn't die to it, but I was probably about to die to those charges.
Oh, yeah, same.
Moss says no.
What?
That's fine.
Buddies. Knockback. Tanks. Ino-chan.
I'm so upset.
Double thick. South. Put out. Oh, okay, that's fine. Lightning, so we get to fire.
I have been chosen for every tether in the internet missions.
DPS lost. Dodge to the thick. the fire and knock back. What? Give me a what?
What?
What? In the no.
Shit, I tilted.
It's a jumping off strat.
Ooh, I like that
I
one.
like the jumping off strat. It's kind of unfair. If you get hit by fire and you're stacked, you take 81,000. If you get hit by fire and you're not stacked, you take 500,000. It feels like 160 you can mitigate for that.
私が思う最強の存在あの獣がトイレの魔力を
Fred. Double pick. Going for tanks. Knockback.
Wait, what? But I was right on the edge.
South. I'm using present for this one, so I won't have it for the elemental break.
Well,
Stack up.
yeah.
At least it doesn't. At least it doesn't throw out extra cones.
No.
Yeah, it's like if you're not on the platform, it just chooses a random spot. Bread. double click. Multiple tank. Don't drop Eno. Knockback on this one. South. Stacking the buttons.
What?
Lightning go to fire.
Hello again.
Oh, again. Fancy meeting you here.
3 of 4.
I'm gonna dodge lightning guy. And dodge the
Oh
fire
god,
guy.
I am not dodging the lightning guy.
Correct.
Divided.
Oh,
Everyone.
I thought it was lightning.
It was the everybody.
Totally the same color.
If you're ever wondering, by the way, if it is correct to partner with somebody there, if you don't know what's going on or something's weird, the answer is yes, just not with 3 people. Because if you both get targeted, you are both dead anyway.
Bread. Back. Top.
this might be an issue. Oh, wait, no, the mark disappeared. That's right.
Knock or double tick.
Oof, hit them both of them. Look at boss.
It also tanks. Staff and buddies.
Damn. Why?
I am just doing amazing tonight.
Lightning go fire.
Oh, I'm too far. Oh.
That's the
Oh.
healers.
And the tanks. And okay.
No. No.
BRB real quick.
Yeah, that seems to happen a lot. People get hit by the lightning one a lot.
Because it's
I
so
think-
thick.
Well, but it doesn't look or feel that bad when it's just the lightning one by itself, right? But when we're trying to go to the corner like that, yeah, people need to give that a bigger berth.
I
That
agree.
first
Placeholder.
that first powder mark, I'm trying to figure out because sometimes it seems like you don't take any damage. And then sometimes you just get absolutely obliterated.
It's always about the same amount of damage, which is like 150-ish. But it could just happen to line up with an auto attack.
Crit shield.
Oh, XCOG.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he only took like 100k. No, he took 150, but the XCOG crit.
Okay, that makes sense.
And sometimes I don't have XCOG here, so sometimes it just takes a raw 150, and it's like, ah. Also, some of the time it will have Sacred Soil. If we have the fire stack thing first, we will not have Sacred Soil, so it'll take an extra 15k.
Okay.
Usually it doesn't matter, but you know, sometimes.
If I'm being greedy, it matters.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I want him to have 20k at the end of that. Because he doesn't take autos after that, right? And
Yeah. As long as he has like 1 health, fine.
There's also a bleed during that.
You mean Super Bowl
Wow.
mode?
Carrot's like, yep, so much trust.
They do make potions for that.
Oh yeah, let me drink this 2400 point max potion.
Oh man, 6,000 is so good.
The up arrows were the placeholders. I never looked at my health bar when I was warrior.
Hashtag not my job.
私が思う最強の存在
I will say that I rarely intentionally look at my health bar.
Spread out.
But sometimes I notice the color change very quickly.
Knock back. Tank. For people stacking north, if you can just like pretend it's the other one where you stand on the tip of the hitbox, it'll make it so that the boss doesn't move after that mechanic.
Okay, there's space missing. That's with Circus Soil. That means you took like 107 after your cooldowns.
Double thick. South.
Probably fine. Everyone best. It's actually pretty big. We didn't. I don't think we need to move.
Stack. Buddies.
Oh wait, what? What? Oh no! Where are my friends?
Okay, I wasn't anywhere near you that time, Oleander, so that wasn't my bad.
Nope,
No,
that
I
was
know that wasn't
Solenta.
you. You're
Although I think
innocent.
Solenta and I were too close to each other.
You're innocent for now.
I
Tyler,
feel like
you
we
can
always get picked for the extra one. If there's like an extra one to be
Yeah.
had,
Yeah.
it always
Yeah.
picks her.
I got killed by the cleaves, so there was an extra explosion to fly around. You're just very lucky. Just like Pitos and Tam are very lucky about getting tethers.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, my. I mean, intermission is fine.
私が思う最強の存在
Because there's no DPS to lose.
Exactly.
Stack your buds.
The tether means Inoche noticed you.
Double thick. That one first. My the blasting zone with the tanks is off for the whole fight. Knockback. Oh. Lightning, go to fire.
No way.
The lightning. There's the fire. Knock back. Spread out. Three-way split. They're ready to drop balls. Stand on the tip. Right, lightning. So the fire is safe. Fire, so knock back. Three-way split. Wait, Bound of Faith. This is drop balls. No, this is yeah. I'm bad at words tonight.
Do the thing.
Do the thing. Everyone, do the thing. Elemental break. Lightning spread out. Sundered Sky. Lightning.
Go to the lightning side.
Lightning side first. Round, step in the middle. Check to see which tether you have. Alright, everyone in. Wait until you see the flash.
Oh, wait. What?
Okay, we need to stay together there
Yes.
A lot of flashes there.
because the whatever light holy explosion's gonna go off, so we're gonna take damage right before we need to move.
We should always be able to stay on the spot that we dodged to, right? Like,
If it's not right there, it's just a slight adjustment.
yeah.
Pull
So,
up that toolbox again.
yeah, so like,
I think every intercardinal should be safe because I think they appear on the cardinals only.
yes, I believe that is the case. And so you just like,
Oh, it's intercardinal of the yellow dragon.
right. But like every cardinal is the intercardinal of the Yellow Dragons, and that it doesn't matter if it's coming from the left or the right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do we know? So I like conceptually, I understand that I need to like stand like here, bait it, and then move out. But do we know exactly where to stand to bait?
So the thickness of the attack should be no more than that little, like, between the two circles in the middle. Right? So, like, I can't go or I'll pull, but right here, I don't know what you're doing with the EOS. Like, supposing that we're dodging the middle puddle right here, this should also be safe to the charges, because they're only going to clip across going this direction, right? Or the other direction. So, like, if we're standing on this little, like, ring here, this should be a safe spot to drop the puddles and dodge the first thing, and then we just run, like, as far out to here as possible, and this should be safe to the thick lightning, and then you use your anti-knockback so you don't have to worry about running back in for the fire, which means saving your surecast on the second set of fire knockbacks. So, like, don't.
Couple of questions. Are the dragons always going to be cardinal?
It appears so.
Okay. What
because
if
the books are always the intercardinals, or whichever, right?
Okay.
Or
What
sorry, the books are always cardinals also.
What if we have this safe spot and we move back? I don't know, people are just gonna have to watch the lightning, because if the lightning ends up being, like, closer on this side, people could get clipped, is all I'm saying.
Well, time that you start moving is after the yellow charge, and the yellow charge is always first. And then as soon as you see the flash, then we dodge out of the puddles, and this spot should be safe to both the lightning and the fire, no matter which direction they're coming from.
The yellow marked is the same as the yellow mark that we see earlier. It's just happening while different mechanics are happening.
The timing of it is as soon as the people get released from their tethers, whichever person had the yellow, whichever person had the yellow tether needs to run into the stack with the rest of the people.
Okay, so that's the first part of the question. What's the second?
The yellow dragon dashes across and will do like a flash after it dashes across. That's when you want to move.
Okay, so not the holy explosion. There's another explosion that the yellow guy actually causes when he goes across.
It's not an explosion. It's like the ground just goes like for a second.
Okay.
And so if you're not looking for it, it's very easy to miss in all the other particle effects. But it is after the tether-looking explosion.
So it's after the holy that the yellow person explodes with?
It should be, because after that holy is the 3 charges.
So at the very least, we shouldn't be moving until after the holy goes off.
Correct, and we all need to be stacked up for heals for that anyway.
Okay.
So if I remember correctly, when the holy explosion goes off, then we move to our safe spot to bait the next.
No,
That
we
should
should already be there.
Don't move.
So just stay where you're at for the fire tether. The problem is that people were moving too soon.
That's what I said. Is we stay in the middle for the fire tether and lightning, and then the holy explosion. Then we move over here.
No.
That's
where we take the fire explosion is the safe spot.
Not in the pictures.
Let's take a look.
In the pictures, we'll get hit by a dragon. I'm pretty sure
Well,
if we stay there.
It's gonna depend on where the yellow one spawns, right?
This is true. Also.
Sometimes that spot would be safe, but if the yellow one is like directly in front of you, then it wouldn't be.
It has us moving
Maybe
to
I'm
an
just
intercardinal.
assuming that,
Like right outside your safe spot that you were talking about. We're still into standing.
Because we take the fire tether closer to the middle, because we're dodging the books.
if you look at the picture, step 7, it says after the AoEs have gone off, you have to find out where the yellow dragon is, and then move to go to the save spot, and then the stuff will happen. So we do have to actually know where the yellow dragon is before we can call our safe spot safe.
Well, I'm unconvinced that that is actually like all the cardinals are symmetrically safe. There's no difference. So,
Well, our stacking point with the red tether is a cardinal, though, isn't it?
No, the books are also on
Ish.
cardinals, right?
it's an intercardinal in the middle
Intercardinal.
Is it? Okay.
because the books are cardinals. So the safe spot is an intercardinal in the middle, and then once the tethers go off, we can then move over here. I guess the main thing I'm not sure about is the fire happens at the same time as the initial holy explosion, if I noticed correctly. But the second holy explosion has not yet happened, right? Because that happens a couple seconds later,
It's what, 3 seconds? That's how long the debuff is?
probably 3 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
Probably 5.
in the whatever toolbox gaming space slideshow thing, like they're just doing an unnecessary step at step 8. We might actually be a little bit closer to the middle than we need to be, but we only need to move out to the closest diagonal on the ring here. So it's going to be one of these spaces between 2 rings.
I see what you're saying. Yes, I think I would agree with that. And that basically we'd be moving from the center of the circle there just out to here, which is only like 5 yawns.
Yeah. So like 3 steps out, and then drop our puddles, and then go to the corner.
I want to be careful though. If you're looking at step 7 and calling step 8 redundant or unnecessary, if the yellow dragon was spawning at A or C on step 7, then you would have to adjust towards like 1.
No, what we're saying is unnecessary is trying to determine where the dragons are and then like run across the arena. We can just stay in the same quadrant. That's the part that was unnecessary.
That's fine, but there may have to also sometimes be a movement for the yellow dragon within that quadrant before the final movement.
No matter which strategy you go with, there will still be a movement.
The brain dead strat says that the bosses can be on intercardinals.
The
Okay,
bosses.
so we may have to move them.
Okay, so but if we move, we're only going to move 1/8 of a pie slice.
It's the last toolbox I shared. And it's basically what we've been discussing.
Okay, yeah, brain dead, post shifting, blah blah blah. It says, okay, go there, and then you step out, and then knock back if necessary. Yes, this looks exactly like what we were describing. So thumbs up.
Yeah. So we just need to see if they're on cardinals or intercardinals and just adjust, I think.
That sounds correct.
Do the healers want signs on your heads, or do you need anything like that?
I don't think.
Okay, who wants to be a responsible human being?
Oh, nose goes. Nuh-uh.
I cannot. You've been voluntold.
Okay.
So, your job, if you choose to accept it, which you have been voluntold, is once we scooch out, once we take the fire thing, if we need to rotate, you just need to rotate us 1/8 of a pie slice to a safe cardinal or intercardinal, and beyond this ring between 2 circles. It's either going to be this one or this one, depending on where we were standing.
Okay.
Do we know how much time there is between that last movement and the blue lightning going off? Like, do we have to kind of pick the right spot from where the blue one is as well, or do we have enough time to adjust to it after we figure out where we're going?
Because the timing on movement for the yellow one is fixed, like if you don't start moving when the flash happens for the yellow boss, you already done messed up. And if you start moving when the flash happens on the yellow boss, you will get out in time. So there's simultaneously enough time, but also if you mess up, then you're going to screw it up for everybody for other reasons. Yeah, I recommend we rotate clockwise or whatever because we're not heathens.
Oh, that's never mind.
So rotating clockwise?
Yeah, so if assuming that we were at 3 before and the bosses are lining up between 1 and 3, we will just shift over towards D.
Does the rotation care about where the blue dragon is?
No,
No.
it only cares on if the bosses are directly in line with us.
I will say the width of the blue one does mean you actually need to run all the way out, though.
Yes, don't stop until you hit the edge. But do stop before you hit the edge. Back. Tank. Perfect. Thick. Oh. Spread out. Fire gets a lightning. Lightning.
It's not Tam.
This is the second time it wasn't me.
Dodge the lightning. Yikes. Let's put a damage. Spread out. Need a three-way. Ready to drop balls. Watch the flash, see what it looks like. There it is. It's gonna be your cue to run in the next stand off the tip. Fire. The light inside. Drop balls. South, stack south. Three ways. Fire, get knocked towards fire. Step in the middle. Check to see who's got the light. And as soon as don't step out, don't step out. Don't step out. Alright, now step out. Don't wait. Wait for there's the flash.
Oops,
It actually happens the same time as the holy goes off, it looks like.
It is exactly at the same time as the holy, yeah.
That's a better marker to go with.
Yeah.
In between though.
So,
You can't miss that one.
people need to just be comfortable just like chilling in place for like an uncomfortably long time. Like, we should not be anywhere near the edge of the arena until after that holy explosion. And we're only going to move as far as this ring before that. Spread out. Knock back. North with tanks. And on the other. Just that was wrong. Full thick. South. Stack with buds. Fire, go to lightning. Side. The lightning dude. Dodge the fire dude. Knock back.
Coming to break.
Stack with buds. Three-way split. Ready to drop balls. Drop it on the tip. Fire, lightning is the safe side. Double thick. Drop it on the tip.
Spread.
Spread out, spread.
Hop.
That was just normal damage. This is double thick.
No, this is lightning.
Oh, Sunder
Just
Sky.
under sky.
Not
Yeah,
lightning.
knock back to lightning.
Du-du-du. Alright, so we're gonna stay here. And then take. We're gonna go, yeah, just to this ring right here.
Roll that beautiful LB3 footage.
Oh wait, where's? Oh, where's Robbie 3?
Well, you
What?
didn't res. There was a time when there were 0 people alive.
Were we actually safe in that stack spot, or was the other one gonna hit us? It seemed like awfully close. Were we
It
supposed to inch
hit
over?
some people. You're supposed to inch over onto this iron ring right here, like this little. Look for these little nubs on the floor. Those are going to be our safe spots after the fire stacks.
Okay.
So if everybody dies, does our limit break go back to LB2 instead of LB3?
Yes, and then because your LB bar changed, you lose all the LB bar.
So yeah, when the tethers go off, that's when we actually move from the close stack to the ring. And then when the holy goes off, that's when we move out.
Food check. As in I checked my food and it was out.
So you're gonna go get some gyoza?
Chicken
Not feeling it
fettuccine?
right now. Buddy system. Double thick. South. Back.
Direction.
Also, tanks on the tip. Spread out. Lightning code and fire. Fireside. Get a little more room. Just that high. I take.
What? How did I get a stack?
That's what I want to know. Lightning spread. Three-way split. Drop balls. In. Drop it on the tip. Back up the field. Powder mark. Lightning, get to the fire side. Drop balls. In. South, stack south. Stack with buddies. Guy fires, get knocked on fire first. Oh, come on. Walk around the middle. Hug the puddle, and then we're going to take 2 steps out as soon as these tethers go away. We're going to rotate the quarter clockwise. No, we're not. Never mind.
Oh wait, wrong one.
I'm following Kanata.
Oops.
He
Wait.
has a circle on his head.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen them like actually have to rotate, but like, I'm gonna trust that it's possible. It's just like, I'm trying to read if they've moved into position, and it's always like there's something there ahead of time, and it was the boss. The boss was there ahead of time, or you know they had the little like tether guys that were there, but that's not the guys who were doing the charge, and the guys who were doing the charge have always been on the Cardinals so far.
So I don't know if this is true or relevant, but in the first transition, it seems like the one that's going to charge across always spawns next to the tether of its color. So if that's true with the second one as well, then maybe we can predict where the yellow one's going to spawn based on where the yellow tether comes from. It'll either be left or right of it. If that's true, it seems consistent enough.
But at the same time, it doesn't matter, right? The only thing that matters is if we need to rotate or not.
Well, that would tell us, right? Because if we're standing where the guy is. Yeah, that's what I think, Solenta. That's what I've noticed, at least in the first transition, is the charge always seems to spawn next to the tether of that color.
Like a quarter or an eighth rotation.
Yeah, either left or right of it.
Because at the very least, my guess would be, even if that's not true, it might be true that if they can't overlap, then if the 2 tethers are spawning on intercardinals, then the dragons will probably spawn on cardinals and vice versa. But I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention, so.
I haven't seen it not be true yet. That's my hedge.
Well, let's assume that it's true until proven otherwise. Buddies.
Yeah, it should at least, if it's true, help us tell a little earlier.
Double thick. With tanks on the nub. On the nub. On the nub. Go forward, placeholder. You're making me work for this.
I'm on the nub!
See the boss? The boss moved.
For some reason I thought we were doing it on the tip.
I mean, we may have said that at some point in the past.
We might have different definitions of the tip.
The point is, Carrot's trying to stay in melee range, right?
Well, I'm trying to make the boss not.
Both of those things.
Yes, both of those things. Knockback.
Spread.
I can go fireside. Anyway, the idea is you want the center of your hitbox to be in the center of the little like visible marker on the to show where the boss is facing.
Hey, my tank friends.
Welcome, fellow melee. Dodge the lightning. Why do I always get a damage down stat? Where's this coming from?
Are you touching a ring?
I don't know, maybe.
Spread.
Spread, spread.
Are you getting hit by the donut?
There's a donut?
Oh
Yeah.
my! Did it give you one?
Sorry, Tam.
Oh my god, that was so terrible. Come on, game. You couldn't have waited 5 seconds to respawn.
I thought I'd be okay.
Alright, three-way split, three-way split. Ready to drop balls.
So that, I think you're really on the very edge of that, by the way. Defense. So it's worked, but if you get any farther out,
Drop it on the tip.
That's all Black Mage is about, babe. Always just on the edge of wiping us.
Lightning. Fire save. Double thick. Fire stack south. fire with buddies. This guy get knocked towards the light. My gosh, this time. Right, wait for the now move 3 feet. Now move. Knock back. Now. Three-way split. I don't have any mitigation for this. Turn of the heavens, lightning. Fires. Oh no, this is the one where you go to the with your buddies. Yes. Fire is safe. Elemental break. Spread out.
Oh no, that's not correct.
We spread out on the backside of it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was going to be spread then go to the safe spot.
LP'd.
Okay, so this is where the floor patterns really matter. The circles on the ground are the size of the explosions when they're big. When they're small, it's the size of the ring that you can see on the shadow on the floor. So that means that for that, you need to be like right here. Assuming that there's like in that case we were going to fire. If there was lightning at 2 and 3, this is the safe spot on this side of the line. And there's going to be it's so tiny. It is Lalafell sized safe spot, but you can get there, even you tall folk.
And then what do we just like scooch in for the fire stack afterwards?
Tall folk, but Ollie's not an Elven anymore.
If it is stack after the cones go out, then you just step over because the rings should explode at the same time as the cones. And if it is spread, then you step the other direction.
Could we go over the... I know we have different spots for our safe spots for that. Besides our 8 ways, because I had nowhere to go.
So if it is on the Cardinals, then the DPS are going clockwise. If it's the intercardinals, then the tanks and healers are going counterclockwise. So you'll always be stacking with the same buddy. So in the case where which position you're at? You're at 2?
Yeah.
So if it is if you're at 2, then you're going to be on this side of the ring, right? You're gonna be closer to the south, and Ollie will be on the B side because she's coming from B to 2. And if it is on the other one, then you'll be on this side of C because you're the one that's adjusting from 2 to C.
If we're keeping the same partners, Tam is not my partner.
Oh, Tam is not your partner. You're going north.
I'm with Midori.
I guess then it's you're with Tyleet for.
Tam is the off partner, right?
Huh?
No,
We're not
no.
switching partners for this, right?
There's no partner switching.
Oh,
No.
There is if it's a cardinal position we go to, the DPS are rotating clockwise. If it's an intercardinal, the tanks and healers are rotating counterclockwise.
So Tam, I'm gonna
Alright.
rewind what I said. If you're on 2, you're gonna be on this side because you're making room for Tyleet. And if it's south, then you'll be on this side. So like you always go to 2, but you might need to make room for someone.
Okay, because yeah, the safe spots were taken up by Midori and Oleander that time.
That's where we
and
were supposed to be.
the other side that I was supposed to be on was taken up by Telly.
So the safe spots were at Cardinals. There's 2 safe spots per like circle.
You know.
So like, if the circle's here, there's
I know
a
where the
safe
safe
spot
spots are.
here, and a safe spot here. So you would take one, and Tylee would take the other one.
I know I said I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this anyway because it makes it a little bit easier. I'm sorry, Midori. I know you don't like change.
So, I as southwest am going either here or here.
Okay, so now that I have the colors set up like this, the DPS should always go to the same color, right? Is that
No.
correct?
No,
No.
you
No.
Oh,
didn't change
I
them.
did not rotate it correctly, or maybe I.
One
No,
is
it's
supposed to
correct
be to the left of me.
Oh,
Yeah.
'cause
You moved them
didn't-
out though.
I didn't rotate them at all. That's why.
You didn't do the one thing you tried to do.
So for the sake of your sanity, if you plan to save this, you have 2 minutes.
Fine. So.
Now your idea is correct, yes.
So in this case, the DPS will always go to the same color, and the tanks and healers need to adjust.
Alright, make sure to save these way markers. We have 1 minute.
Let's take a 5-minute break.
In fact, Carrot, how you have it set up now is what the picture in the guide looks like. So we could have started like that and not been in this mess to begin with.
I mean, that's how we normally do it. I think we just set it up that way.
I-
One.
I'm just giving him guff. Also, I don't know if anyone watched, but the yellow tether and the red tether both spawned next to their respective, or their charges both spawn next to their respective tethers. So in that phase, it also seems to be the same. I'm not really sure how relevant that information is.
I think the most important part of it is it tells us whether it's going to be cardinals or inner cardinals earlier because we can eliminate one.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, whatever the tether is in, then you can assume that the charge will be in the opposite of that.
Use a safe assumption for now.
I'm also going to take a little break for snacks.
Oh no, we're losing people.
I'm this close to just getting. In fact, you know what? We're gonna make it happen. Getting a haircut right now.
Mhm.
There's just like something weird with this Alma ponytail where it tries to like be very far from the back of my neck, as evidenced in this screenshot. It's like I'm wearing an invisible backpack. Every time I go to the character creation screen, I am reminded how much I hate the character creation screen.
What do you hate about it? I mean, my biggest gripe is just the lighting.
Yes, it is 100%. Like, let's put this. It's not even just lighting. They actually put a filter on the screen that makes it darker. Like, they're trying to like make it darker around the edges, but it actually just makes it darker across the whole screen. So even when you're like standing outside, there's this. It's just like you can't actually get any sense of what your hair color actually is, or what it's going to look like once you step outside. And of course, like for the scenes, they're like, you know, it's great. Let's put a scene where you have the shadow of tree leaves partially covering your character.
Yeah, actually, that is actually probably my second biggest gripe. Is it's like really like this is the location you picked?
It's like somebody just like slapped it together in 5 minutes, and everyone's like, "Nope, looks good to me." Whatever. Like the only one where it actually looks somewhat reasonable is the outside Thanalan. I heard the ready check, but I am in another world.
Yes, I know that you're not ready, but you could be fairly quickly.
Looks like I'm actually just going to go back to my haircut from when I first rolled this character.
Something must have happened over there.
Doggo issues.
Well, I mean, it's been like 18 minutes, so. Unless they're steam cleaning their carpets.
Hello.
Everybody says they're ready, so
Okay.
good enough to go anyway. I will say I am very glad that our tolerance for things changes as we need it to. Like normally, things like snot are gross, but then when you're really sick, you're like, this is the least of my concerns.
Not my problem. Go back to looking at videos of chinchillas and capybaras.
I'm not gonna ask any questions.
Eye bleach?
Chinchillas are so damn cute. How can they be so fluffy?
They're also very soft, yes. I don't remember what class, but one of my classes when I was growing up had a chinchilla as a pet. And the kids would take it home. God, I'd forgotten about that for a long time.
Capybara, on the other hand, are not very soft, but they are so chill. They're like the Snoop Dogg of animals. If you're gonna get aggro, at least try to pull it.
Spread.
Knockback.
I tried.
I think you get points for trying, I guess.
Seeing
On
it.
south? No, to
cancel
the
it, yeah.
knockback.
Didn't work.
The timing is extremely precise.
Like, between the lines, the knockback?
Like as soon as you get knocked back, then between the lines to the ley lines, that you cancel the knockback.
What?
Deep meta, dude.
What?
Look, it's legit strat. But no, I think that
It's a legit thing. I don't know if it's a good strat.
oh no,
Black Mage in
sorry.
2022.
It's a thing that you can hypothetically do. How about that? Thick. Definitely just. Oh wait, half a beat after that animation. Up the tanks. I need another tank here. I need another tank here. Let's stack the buds. There's a rotation. I have fire go to lightning. Dodge the lightning. fire. Spread out.
Wait. Oh wait. Third.
Ha! I wasn't the only one.
All my partners are dead. This feels bad.
Yep, this is a three-way split. Good luck.
That's just gonna kill like a million people. Yeah.
So they wanted to make that happen. I don't want to be the only one to die.
Let's double tick. The butt. Knockback. On the tip. Another tank.
Spread out.
Fires with lightning. Dodge the lightning. Dodge the fire. Knockback. Back to buds.
Sorry, I turned around.
That's fine.
Damage, just big ol' damage. Three-way split. Ready to drop your balls. In. Drop it on the tip. Need heals. Go to fire. Balls. In. Drop it on the tip. Three-way split. Get knocked towards lightning. Don't step in the middle. Fully to the edge. Right. Get to this little edge of the corner thing. Rotate.
Someone's gonna have a holy.
Move. Yeah, because the didn't get the symbol because the holy thing died.
I don't know why I died.
Did
Remember,
did the like 270-degree thing hit you? Like clip you just
Must
a little bit?
have, but is it supposed to? I thought it
okay,
was supposed
so
to be safer.
just a reminder for the safe spot, since you don't usually have to go to the safe spot. Assume that 4 is where everyone is stacking. So like the books are going D and C. Like if you're standing right here, you're dead as fuck. This is not safe. You have to be like in about like 2 feet because C is going to get clipped by the book and by the dragon.
Oh, that makes sense. I was standing in the middle. I was like here.
Yeah. So you gotta be like a couple feet in towards the safe book.
Can I get that in yalms?
3.
36 elms.
Thank you. Get that imperial shit out of here.
Is that 0.003 malms or something?
Buddies. Sick. the tip. Knock back. Stacks out. Red. No. Lightning go to fire. The lightning. Dodge the fire. Moment break. Buddies. AoEs. Three-way split. Drop balls. Again. On the tip. Fire, go to the lightning books. Double thick. Stack on the tip. Not stack, just 1%. Big heals.
Buddies.
Buddy system. Fire? Get knocked to fire. Around, don't step in the middle, fully to the edge. Take a few steps out. Everybody stack up tight, stack up tight, stack up tight.
I wouldn't stack up right there, by the way.
Like the yellow guys
Yeah,
right
we
there.
do the run rate.
Hey, we're alive.
Tank privilege.
You
I'm not gonna lie.
responsibility.
This fight feels like it should be much easier than the one before it, but
I feel like this fight's calling me out for being dumb.
The other fight had more consistency. With this one, you kind of got to do a lot of stuff on the fly.
exactly the opposite. And the mechanics that I would think would kill us, the like spread break, don't actually seem to be the things that are killing us. And that does kill us occasionally.
私が思う最強の存在あの着物が
Well, those are the ones that are spread out.
Yes, I guess I'd just be worried when we come back from doing one blind.
Double thick. Stack south. Knockback. With, on the tip. Stack the buddies. Lightning, gunfire. Got the lightning guy. Seriously, what hit me?
I think it's the donut.
What is the donut? I do not
There's
know.
a
if
donut AoE that goes off at the same time.
Centered on what?
The dragon.
Somehow we lost tank and both healers. So that means I'm too close to the edge of the arena.
Mm-hmm.
then I'm gonna need some people to scooch over because there's like any closer to the middle, and I would be standing on Tylete.
Probably plenty of room there. So
Yeah, I think you can be. Well, I mean, these circles on the floor show where the explosions are going to be. So, as long as we're not standing in one of the circles.
the other possibility is that it could have been one of the circles because you were very close to it.
Yeah, but that one is like you can see the circle on the floor. Like the shadow is very precise.
あの獣がトイレの魔力を
Back.
Past you, I'll not
back.
check.
On the back.
If possible, can you try to not wait there to move? And try to move right away. Or at least a little bit.
Double thick. Back by tank. Spread out. Fire, go to the lightning side. Dodge the lightning dude. Fire dude. Spread out. Dip damage. Three-way split. What? Drop it on the tip. fire, lightning to say. Drop balls. Hit in. I didn't have a charge, I'm sorry. The boss is going to be like this for a while. On the tip, just everybody adjust. Alright, spread out. Lightning, get knocked towards lightning. Knock towards lightning. Holy to the corner, everybody else in the middle. Take 2 steps out. And rotate.
Rotate.
Now.
I killed everybody.
Knock back.
I didn't kill everybody.
It's Christmas miracle, only 2 weeks late. Spread out. Spread. Turn of Heaven's lightning. Fire is safe. Make sure you're out of the thing. Ah!
Not that far out.
Outside of the ring. Alright.
What killed Kanata and I?
I wasn't
you
near the
guys-
fire ring. Oops.
It should
Based
have
on
been
the location of your corpse, it looks like you were on the, not far enough away from the one the cock did.
Yeah, I should have been on the
on the other side.
side. Yeah.
What? That was weird.
So he does a bound during that book sequence.
Alright,
I
so
just had a proposition.
I was being dumb, and for that one where it's the alternating fire and lightning, you can actually just run through the rings. The rings don't do damage to you until they explode. So don't try to like do the thing where I'm like, let me just like that's just not good.
Let's see that one more time to be sure.
No, I think it's probably better that I don't go into this pull with Brink of Death.
Go ahead, Paul Taylor.
Good luck.
So yeah, after that one, or after the rings go off, there's the 8 ways, the cones that come out from the elemental break, and then you either need to stack or spread out.
Looks like the one after that, he can only do a red or yellow tether for those book ones. The last mechanic we saw.
Okay, so if it is a red tether, you need to be with the party, and if it's a yellow tether, you need to be by the book, or by the edge of the arena.
Yeah.
Is it the same as the first time we saw it?
No, the
books-
first time we do that, it's always the red tether, and the tank has the powder mark. There should not be a powder mark on that one. It is
I think there will be.
okay. Well, if there is, then we need to have the tank be on the side that does not have the tether.
Yeah, it looks like there is a powder mark during that if we just didn't have everyone alive for it. So if it's a powder mark and a yellow, then you guys would have to go to both the bookends, right? And the party would stay in the middle.
Yes. I will carry here. I'll carry the waymark to assert my dominance.
You're awfully optimistic.
That we'll get back there. Wow.
Get there with enough people alive to properly do the mechanic. I respect it though.
But it's otherwise unremarkable. There's nothing new.
No, I don't think there's anything new for the rest of this fight. It's all just memory game. I mean, there's the third transition, but that's it. As far as what he does, it's just doing the same things in different situations.
8 6-packs. Reds. Knockback. On the double thick. On the butt. Buds.
Oh no! We were too close.
Fire, go to lightning.
I don't agree with that one.
That was like tippy toes.
Something wrong?
Lightning.
We were both scooched in a little too much that we hit.
Dodge the lightning. Dodge the fire. Knockback. Back with buds. Damage. Three ways. Get ready to drop balls. Drop them on the side. In. Drop it on the tip.
Go to lightning.
Knock back. Stack on the tip right here with everybody. Get back in place after this. Buddy system. I get to fire first. Knock to fire. Fully to the outside, everyone in. Alright, we're good in this section. Move now. Anti-knockback now.
Buddies.
Now the heavens, lightning, so go to the fire ones. Just walk right through to your safe spot.
Stack up afterwards.
751 HP.
There's the powder mark. I need health. Lightning books are safe. Check the color of the thing.
It's fire. Powder mark.
Let's use some maps.
Ooh.
Yes, maps.
Ah, yes, this is
Alright,
the
get to your 8 ways.
intermission.
If he's at your spot. Oh wait, not yet.
Well, there's one by me, and I got scared and ran.
There are two by me.
Oh, wait, what?
Maybe we
Alright.
should see what the mechanic does.
Yep. Okay,
oh,
so
it's if he raises his arm. That's right.
all right. So according to the thing, step 1, stay for heals. Nice. Step 2, as the boss becomes untargetable, move to your clock spot. Step 3, clones appear at the edge, only visible to that player. Step 4, if these clones raise their arm, it means they're going to dash through the middle. If your clone raises its arm, step in and jump like a madman.
I like this straddle.
Okay.
So, there will be 3 that charge, which means that there will be 2 safe spots on opposite sides of each other. Right? Or will there only be one
Yes.
safe spot?
I think there should be 2.
Yeah.
So just look for whoever's not jumping and go to them.
It's whoever did the boss design for this tier really likes to have that mechanic because they've done it in every boss fight so far. Is the like 3 things are dangerous and then there's going to be like a little tiny wedge that's safe.
So you don't really need to step in, you just need to jump.
Well,
You should
step in,
move.
step if they raise their arms, step in a couple so you're not standing like on the edge of the arena and just being like, ah, it's me.
Placeholder says that, but I saw him vent out of his position.
So as soon as we know the safe spot, we run to it, right? We don't have to wait for anything.
If you see a safe spot, call it out.
Oh, it looks like we return to our spots and do the mechanic again after that. So we do it twice.
Correct.
Okay. That's a pretty easy transition comparative to the rest of them.
Yeah. It's a break before the craziness that is the last part.
Restful.
With voice chat, it's trivial lines because you can just call it out. Because if your dude doesn't raise your arm, then your spot is safe.
No, not
No.
necessarily.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's only 3 that are being raised. Okay, fine.
Because the person could have jumped.
Yeah.
私が思う最強の存在あの獣がついに魔力を
Buds. Double thick.
Ah, I wanted it.
You got it.
I deserve it.
By the tanks on the tip. Knockback. Oh no, I used my dash. Anti-knockback this one. On the butt. Let's. I can go to fireside. Tyler, can you take like a step to the left? Dodge the lightning guy. Dodge the fire.
My reaction time is slow.
Buddies.
Buddies.
I made it!
I'm honestly not sure how. I thought I was Toad.
I've got a funny thing to talk about, but not during the
Coward.
three-way split. Dude, I'm running on an 8086. I don't have like the processing power to do both.
Only kids know what an 86 is.
Put on the edge. In. On the tip. Go to the lightning books. Drop the balls. In. Drop it on the tip. Throw it out.
Red. Fire, get knocked towards fire. Stay. Back.
Knock back. Oh no, it was too slow.
Please.
Yeah, they're just.
He's like, I don't have a clue, and that's it.
Heavens. Lightning safe.
It's like the fire and lightning are always on the same location, so
You should be
this is
yeah.
stack after the executions.
Wait, I didn't have a spot to go to.
Red team rules.
So if it's lightning, it's going to be intercardinals, it looks like. Fire's cardinals, lightning is inter.
Oh, wait. I'm moving that far? Okay. I thought tanks and healers weren't on their same color, you said.
Everyone will be on the same color. That's why he fixed the things.
I don't think it's always... No, because tanks and healers are rotating.
You'll still be on the red though.
Yeah, everybody should be on their
Still
same
be
color.
red. That's why I thought that's why you changed the numbers.
So like Tyleet's going to be south, or Tyleet is going to be...
3. 3, which is also blue.
Because DPS are rotating clockwise, tanks and healers are rotating counterclockwise.
Yeah, and then when Carrot was saying that, he said something about us tanks and healers not on the same color, so whatever.
I say a lot of things. I'm going to be wrong some percentage of the time.
It's a 50-50.
So, to clarify, in that situation when it was intercardinals, I, as the southwest position, should have been here then, is that correct? Or should I have been here?
You will be stacking with Konada in that case. So you'll make room.
So I was on the wrong side, but I was at the right area. And... Okay, so then...
Yeah, so the bubble was here, right? Or the bubble was here, probably?
Bubble at every one of these.
What do you mean?
There's
The
8
safe,
bubbles.
the safe areas are right on the edge.
Right, so the bubble was, I mean, on each one, but the safe bubble was this one, so Slender should have been on the right side of the bubble, and it should have been on the left side of the bubble.
I think we're always on the same sides of the bubbles too.
Yeah, we haven't switched it up on our end.
Because if it's on the cardinal, then you're still going to be on the north side of it.
Yeah, because you're always stacking with the same person. That is correct.
Okay. That makes sense. So, given the choice between killing Tyleet and Konada, I should have killed Tyleet.
I think that's always the case because Tyleet can't res anyone.
But what if Tyleet was right?
Oh.
Oof. Trolley problem.
How much longer are we going?
Oh yeah, if you need to leave, then we are at time.
We can be done, or we can do one poll. Up to you guys.
4 people would have to eat food for one more pull.
No, you can just do this pull with no food.
Gasp! What do you mean?
I don't think there are any points at which I only live by 6,000 health.
I
Every
did
single every pull.
700 and something HP that last one.
Yeah, and then we're done, so. Alright. Good night, then.
Thank you all. I think dying to something new is always exciting.
Doesn't seem like the last phase is all that much because it's all just the same stuff over and over again.
It's just random stuff, I think.
And they're all back to back to back. Huh?
It's just back to back to back, and I think he does make the same color all at once, and then the next color, and then the next color. With some bleeds.
Looks like the cycles can be somewhat predictable too, since he just goes through the 3 of them. Yeah, I don't think it'd be that bad.
Yeah, between this
is when there's an 8-way right after we've all just been running around the arena and we're all disoriented. But seems to be okay.
between the second and third intermission, seems like there's less time between that intermission than the other 2 that we've seen so far.
So Enrage is at 11:35.
Yeah, I haven't even been looking at our DPS.
I have. We got a little bit of work to do in the second to third transition. But we're not drastically behind. I think a lot of it comes down to just random deaths here and there and getting damage down stacks.
So is it supposed to be lower than like 40% before the second transmit?
I don't know. It's an
'Cause
11.5 fight. We have about 3 minutes left at the start. We're about halfway through the third phase. Yeah, I'll give you an answer next week.
I was thinking like getting it under 50% before the second.
I started this with a baseline of 25% per phase, which
Yeah.
still seems to be trending well enough.
But we only had 15% between the second and third.
Yeah, but again, that's from deaths and from vuln, or not vuln, with
That's
damage
true.
attacks. I'll make it easy for you. Just press your buttons as hard as possible at all given times.
And use a
don't
healer
get a
LB.
damage down.
And we'll make the DPS check.
Yeah,
Don't
use...
get a damage down.
If you do get damage down, just chop off, my guy.
Wow.
These damage downs are no joke.
I saw that a few of the polls we were at
Oh,
45 or 43% when we got to the second transition.
speaking of joke, you reminded me of the funny thing I was going to say, which was someone said that we're toast, and that reminded me there's an RPG that came out on Christmas, made by one of my favorite artists called Omori. It's kind of a Earthbound-ish kind of RPG, and when you die, you, instead of being KO'd or whatever, you're toast, and you actually you turn into a piece of toast. It's very cute. But it's also kind of I don't know, spooky. It's spooky pasta game.
Alright, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
See ya.
See you around.
One more for expert. And it's not.
So, do you think we get enough points to get all the stuff from the shop in the new event?
Usually.
Is there gear?
That's okay. You're not different event, Tam.
Oh, Genshin. Okay, gotcha.
I think I gotta get those pets.
I think there's extra pages in the book.
There seems to be at least 14 because that's what the battle pass says.
Yeah, and I was like, because yeah, I had the same reaction at first. I was like, wait.
There's 12 chests a day, right? Why is it always this fucking dungeon? Oh my god. Ermagerd.
Oh my god, the fucking dungeon.
Like, I literally just want to do the other one for a chance. For a chance that the item that I want will drop. And I know that, you know, unless Salenta's being very mean.
I will gladly switch you luck, Carrot, because I always get the other one.
Which, well, it's not even in this dungeon. But if we ever get it, and this happens to be the case, you're going to have to remind me.
Don't worry, I absolutely will remind you.
I feel like there's no chance.
You guys got the new one, right?
Yeah. How do I play this class again?
Pick numbers.
Buckwheat? Or are you playing a different class?
He's on black.
It's Humble. So it's definitely a thing that you push.
Good night, everyone.
Nope, that's mine.
Black can just have reset. You still have to do the thing where you have to like use a buff to trigger like fire 3 procs or something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
I don't know how to play this class anymore. Just so you know, I've lost all muscle memory of it.
The answer is yes, but that's kind of a micro optimization. I just honestly use it for Thundercloud procs.
Oh, you're talking about Sharp Cast.
Well, not specifically sharp cast, but like any proc you get, you have to fish for it with a optical.
Oh, we haven't done fire weaving since level 50. What dungeon are you doing?
So it's not a thing.
No, not anymore. They changed it. I'm assuming you're talking about Black Mage. They changed it so the cast of Fire 1 registers a Firestarter proc earlier in the cast, so you have time to react to it before the cast finishes. So you don't have to fire weave anymore.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking, yeah, like you can't actually use the Fire 3 when you get the proc, or at least you used to not be able to, or else it would actually.
You would just slow cast it with the buff on.
It would slow cast it, and you would still have the buff. Yes, that was a thing. Was, but is no longer.
Oh, we could just look for this. No. 100%. Maybe not.
Bad at this. I'm only good enough at this class to realize how bad I am at it.
You are in the Dunning-Kruger trough.
Yes, the Trough of Despair. I can see every mistake I'm making.
You're like, how do I make this many mistakes? How is this possible?
Still doing twice as well as some pugs.
That's because they're bad and they don't know it.
Oh.
They're on the other side of the Dunning-Kruger trough. They're in the Cherno spot.
They're riding high.
Almost dropped it. Okay. That's a thing I can do.
Save Phoenix. I'm not gonna hit it.
For the next phase, it's gonna last like 4 GCDs.
Look, it's better than it lasting 2 GCDs on 2 monsters.
If you don't use it, it'll last like 6.
When we start killing stuff too fast, the cooldowns on Summoner just like don't line up to the pulls.
Yeah, there's, like this one, I think I found that if you, like, normally you would want to start it once everyone gets together, but if you start it earlier, then you actually it lines up better because those guys die so fast. Then you can start the cooldown for getting back into Dreadworm before this pull finishes.
Of course, like, energy drain has like 1 second left when the guys die. So I don't even have to either.
This is a miserable dungeon on Summoner.
Well, good night. I get to get up early too. Basically sit and do nothing. What?
Oh, have a good night.
Yeah. Thanks.
Look at that loser. Guessing the wrong side. God. Carbuncle, you are the worst. I literally hit 3 of my Crimson Cyclone. I hit 2 Crimson Cyclone and a Flaming Crush while he ran over to it. Jesus.
And it's like, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Come on, jeez.
How about this? See you guys next week. Don't forget to get your free gems. The code in Discord.
All about those free gems.
And that's for life, baby.
I think I have, what, 3 days to pull an out to hit pity.
Do you want to know, Peter?
Kind of more than I want the upcoming characters.
Gun?
I can save during that.
You don't want a gun?
I want one of everything.
Yeah, I want a waifu, but I don't really care about her playstyle.
I see.
Although she would be my strongest ice character. Which is something I'm actually sorely lacking. Chongyun works, but he's not like strong.
He can be, but you have to build him as a carry, and that's like so much effort.
Yeah. It's a lot of investment. And honestly, he's never going to be a top tier carry even if you build him.
Why is this guy always out of range? Ah! They need to make Manip wider.
You guys didn't return.
Well, we didn't kill the guy yet.
Who would do that? I guess I should have summoned the Phoenix. I don't know. I don't know what to do in this dungeon. I thought there was another pole and there's not, so. I'm just not taking his portal on principle. It was there. It is also a kind of amazing difference for how Summoner feels when using Phoenix, just because everything's instant cast again. And it's like your strongest phase also being all instant cast feels like doubly good. I think that they've someone that clicked with somebody over there because they seem to be doing that on all the biggest hits. You know, as of a couple of years ago, like Xenoglossy being instant.
Yeah, like you double want to use it. It's never like your big hit gets interrupted because some boss mechanic or something.
Mm-hmm. Which I admit, I didn't notice at first either. It was definitely deliberate design decision. A minion. Drippy.
I'm so sad.
Wasn't even a great roll, but you know what? In a 4-person party, you can actually get away with mediocre rolls.
How much Drippy is worth right now? 150k.
That's why I use it for a check.
Well, my question was going to be if I want to buy it or not.
Yes. But I also don't want to be tempted to sell it.
I think for those dungeon minions, when the dungeon is an expert is when it's the least valuable.
Yeah. Well, after a few weeks anyway. Yeah. Because there's always excitement over new stuff. But yeah, definitely when it's on the tail end of expert, like they definitely go up a lot afterwards. Especially the cooler it is, for obvious reasons. All right, so let's go check